Hello, this is Sage the Balloon Sage, and I never sleep. I'm always thinking about new balloon designs. In fact, it's midnight right now, and I just finished this adorable sitting baby bunny balloon. Now, there's some details that you might say are missing. Maybe the paws could be pink, or the nose, or whatever else. This is actually just 3 white 260s and a scrap of sapphire blue 160. This uses special 3D eyes. I always have trouble with these eyes, not anymore. I came up with the perfect way to add that extra touch to your balloon animal. So, let's get started, and I'll be doing the tutorial over here by my giant palm tree, which is my next tutorial, and I'm very excited about this because this is my first big balloon column that I will be making a tutorial for. But back to the bunny. 3 balloons, and I'm going to be using brown because I think it'll show up better here. And we begin with the head, some pinch twists, and a little neck bubble holds everything together. So let's do it. Okay. Somebody borrowed my pump and never returned it, so we're going to be doing this by mouth. Oh, in fact, this entire thing was blown up by mouth. 7 fingers, I'd say, of tail tied off. Begin by creating your head, I'd say 4-finger bubble. Match it up. Take that knot and then twist it in, through, and then make another knot. Just like that. This will secure it and have that little nozzle for the nose. So the top of the head is actually a little bit bigger. You're going to do it bird body style, so push it through. Now it's time to make the ears. The ears are, again, approximately 4.5 fingers. Take that second ear. And of course, the dimensions are up to you. Alright, make sure you got the right one on top. There we go. And now we're going to make that tiny little neck bubble, about like that. And then we're going to make the front paws. Again, about 4.5 fingers. Same thing over and over. And 2 pinch twists. 1. And 2 for those front paws. Match up. You have your legs. And to finish off with the first balloon, all you do is create 2 pinch twists. And these are stabilization pinch twists, as I like to call them. 1, 2. And when you know it, a little bit too much balloon. Well, that's okay. We'll just get rid of it. And tie off your excess, and that is balloon 1. So get that in the back. And we make 2 5-finger bubbles, so about like that. 1, there's the body, 1 and 2. Now we're going to come back, only this one has to be a little bit longer because it kind of wraps down into the bottom and into the tail right here. So it helps if it's a little bit rounded and a little bit larger. Maybe 6 fingers. Alright? And we will push that through, bird body style, as usual. Ooh, that's a tight fit. Oh, came undone. Don't want that. Alright, it's in. At this point, you're going to make a little tail in the back. This is how I'm going to do it. Okay, a little bunny tail. And once you've done that, yeah, let's just pop this off. I know people like to conserve balloons, so we'll put this to the side for now. And we finish by tying this off. Time to create the feet and the legs. And this is really what gives it the character, in my opinion, besides the faces first. So, let's begin with the foot. That's 3 tiny pinch twists. These will be the toes. There's 1, 2, and 3. Followed by a small bubble about that size. And finish off with a pinch twist in the back. And that is your cute little bunny foot. Okay, I'm going to come up 5 fingers. This will be the leg. Make sure it's a little bit limber. You want to be able to kind of move it a little bit. Okay. Tie that into the tail here. And you're just going to mirror exactly what you did. 5-finger cylinder twist. And it's just in reverse order. So the back pinch twist, the bubble, and the 3 tiny pinch twists. Just finishes off the second foot. Okay? So take off your extra, I think. Well, you could use this as scrap too, I guess, but it might be a little bit too small. Tie it in. Now, this is a little bit difficult to explain, so I'll just kind of show you. I guess begin with the back foot here. You don't want it too loose or too tight. I've only done this once, so let's see if we can do it with this scrap. That's the idea. Okay, we bring the front paws down, and we kind of get the shape of what we want. We take that scrap and tie it into those paws, maybe right through the back there. Because the idea is you want to kind of cover up that extra balloon, so the tighter you go, the easier that may be to achieve. But let's just do it now anyway. Okay, tied into that second foot, maybe a little tighter. Oh, that looks cute. Okay, the feet are up. The head. Okay. So yeah, it's just experimenting with how tight or how loose you want to make it, and that will give you the particular look of your bunny. You may want to make it perfect, as I do. This is bugging me, this is not perfect. There you go. The feet are sticking out, it looks really cute. Oops! What's going on here? Almost forgot. You put the back part in the middle. So push that through. And then tuck down in between the legs to the tail. There it is. Okay. I was like, what's wrong with this thing? It looks wrong. Okay, that's it. Small details make a big difference. So there it is. The perfect little sitting bunny. Now let's get those eyes in. You don't really need this 160 blown up very much, so even a scrap will do in most cases. Now, when I was making my balloon dolphins, which you should definitely check out, those are some of my best designs, I was using these 3D eyes, but I didn't know how to make them very well. Now I do, so check this out. You start off with a bubble just like this. Now, here's the problem with these eyes. They like to get all pinchy, and when you pinch twist them, they don't fit in right, they don't look right, and they can actually look kind of angry. You don't want that. So instead, what I do is I make a bubble, and of course this is sized for this one. To keep it round, you get a lot of slack over here, so let me get close. Pull this over here and just make a lot of slack. And tie this knot in right where the slack is. So it's very loose. And double knot it too. This requires about 4 or 5 knots, but it's worth it because the effect is perfect. Ooh, that's a tight fit. There we go. Okay, nice and tied. As you can see, it will remain round and shapeable. So, in the middle, pinch off. You're going to create more slack, and at this point, you will create a second bubble, same size. Now let go. At this point, you're going to break off right here, and you want a piece of tail. So, take that off. Okay, you got the bubble, you got the slack, and you got your original bubble. You're going to tie off so there's still slack in the middle, but not too much. Push that bubble over here, so you've got the exact same technique. Tie it very loose. Tie it in the middle. Double knot, of course. Alright, once you have your eyes and you've shaped them, just like that, put them in your little critter. In this case, it's the bunny. Stick them right in, one through the other side, just like that. And I call this kind of like the chocolate Easter Bunny version, because if you'll notice that they have kind of this pastel blue for the eyes, and he looks very chocolatey. Thank you very much for joining me on this midnight tutorial. Please thumb up this video, subscribe, and check out all my other great tutorials here on the Balloon Sage channel.